you quite civilly what you were doing filming our property.
What are you raising?
That's a perfectly reasonable question.
What are you raising your voice for?
I don't know you. I don't know what your purpose is. I don't know what you're doing here, and you certainly haven't asked permission to film our property.
Hi everybody, it's PJ here. I'm sat outside in the sun and it's 37 degrees today, a little bit warm. Anyway, today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm doing a video that was made by DJ Audits, my good friend. Before I go on, I would just want to say thank you, DJ, for allowing me to review your video. Anyway. This video is out of this world. Talk about a Karen, this woman was absolutely unreal. Initially the video was about a poultry place that took chickens in and produced chicken nuggets or whatever it is they do. And he was filming the vehicles going in full of chickens, etc. Then across the road he noticed a big massive overhead crane moving. So I thought, oh, I'll go make a video of this crane moving and see if I can get something that's a bit more interesting, because the chicken one was a bit quiet. He'd actually been there before, so he starts videoing this crane moving around, and all of a sudden he starts hearing somebody shouting out of a window. So watch this clip and tell me what you think.
Just filming the crane, it's moving. 1 second. I just said 1 second, I'll be with you.
Somebody else's property, it's quite unnerving, so I'd like you to answer the questions to who you are and what are you doing, what purpose.
You're quite rude, aren't you? I said 1 minute. I tell you what, I'll have a conversation with you. Just come down so we can actually hear each other first.
So as you can see, all he's doing is videoing this crane moving great big pieces of steel around, and he hears this voice out the window shouting, you know, what you doing, what you doing, and he politely says, can you just wait a minute and I'll talk to you, just give me a minute and I'll talk to you. And she carries on and on and on, and it makes a comment to her, you're quite rude, aren't you? You can't just wait a minute and then I'll talk to you. Anyway, he turns the camera on her, as you see, and she's hanging out the window giving it some of this. There's a lot more to come yet though. Just watch the rest of this.
So what is this place then? Oh look, they're taking photos of us out the window. Hello!
You quite civilly what you were doing filming our property.
What are you raising?
That's a perfectly reasonable question.
What are you raising your voice for?
I don't know you. I don't know what your purpose is. I don't know what you're doing here, and you certainly haven't asked permission to film our property. So it's perfectly reasonable for me to ask you what that is, and I don't appreciate you then telling me I need to wait a minute.
So as you can see, while he's waiting for her to come downstairs, there's people taking his photograph out the window, and when eventually she does come out, she's very loud and very aggressive. And just watch this. DJ shows you how to deal with these kind of people. He's a master at it.
And do you know why I said wait for a moment? Because the crane is no longer moving, and it was moving at that moment for me to get my shot.
Why are you interested in our cranes? Why do you feel that you have the right to come and film our property without asking?
Everybody has the right to film in public.
Why if you have a right, why when I ask you then do you not say, oh, it's okay?
Oh, well, I'll repeat that, because the action shot, I was in the middle of the action shot.
An action shot?
So I decide when I reply for my YouTube channel.
So once again, she's going on, as you've seen, why are you taking that shot? You know, and DJ quite rightly says, I decide when I want to talk to you. There was something happening, there was an action shot, and I wanted to video it. And I can't talk to you and video what I want to video at the same time.
Why are you filming our cranes for your YouTube channel without our permission? I ask you the same question again.
So you believe that somebody filming in public needs to ask permission to film cranes?
If you don't answer my question as to why you're doing it, why are you
For YouTube.
For what purpose with YouTube? What do you do on your YouTube channel? Who are you?
This woman really doesn't like the idea of her cranes being on a YouTube channel. And DJ says to her, do you really believe that I have to ask permission to video, you know, some cranes moving from a public place? But it doesn't stop her. She keeps on going.
Industrial estate YouTuber.
And you just travel around industrial estates taking videos without asking anybody for
A minute ago.
and then uploading it to the public.
A minute ago, we had a vehicle full of chickens. So,
yes, you can. If
do you know
you
when
want
you
to stand here, you'll see 100 of those a day.
and I'll also see cranes moving. So
Right.
anything that I feel that would make good footage for YouTube, I'll film it.
So why
and
do
if a lady starts shouting out the window and wants my attention while I'm in the middle of the shot that I don't get to get, then I'll just say, wait a moment, nice and politely, and normally they do.
Well,
but for some reason, you've gone crazy and started filming out the window,
but
thinking
if you're
thinking that I need to ask permission whilst I'm outside on the public highway.
Asks you what you're doing.
Yeah, and I've told you, when I'm ready.
No.
So when she starts going on about permission and you shouldn't be doing it and everything and all the rest of it, once again DJ starts talking and she tries to interrupt him, and DJ just puts his hand up and says, just wait a minute, you know, let me finish talking and I'll tell you what I'm doing. But no, she carries on and carries on, but once again DJ's unfazed.
Oh, you're very rude. Do you want to
Oh,
put
it
that on
says you.
on your YouTube channel? If I come to your house and I stand on the public street outside and I film you in your house coming and going, would you feel slightly unnerved?
Have you got cranes at your house and chickens, lorries worth of chickens?
We're not talking about what you're filming.
You are, because you're talking of a dwelling. Filming dwellings, what do you want to see? Do you want to see someone getting changed? Do you want to see children in paddling pools? I want to see cranes and industry.
So DJ deals with the usual question, how would you feel if I come and videoed outside your house? And to be honest, it made her look a fool, saying, you know, what do you want to video? Kids in paddling pools, people getting changed, that kind of thing. There's a difference between filming industry and filming people's homes. And she says it's so rude. This is coming from a really, really rude woman who tries to dominate DJ and put him in his place without much success, I must add.
Have you been out to Credon Hill and stood outside there?
I'll go wherever I want. I don't have to answer to you.
Well, you don't know, but go and try and stand outside.
Don't
the
you tell me
house
what to
and
do.
take videos.
Go and do this, go and do that. Ask permission. Who do you think you are?
Oh my God.
So come on, back to work.
And the bit where she's going on about what he can and can't do, and DJ turns around and says, you know, don't do this, don't do that. Who do you think you are, telling me what I can and can't do? All she's doing is digging a hole for herself. And you know the old saying, don't you? If you're in a hole, stop digging. But no, I think she just went and got a larger shovel, to be honest.
I guess you don't have very many subscribers to your YouTube.
Is that what you
channel.
guess, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell you what, tell me your YouTube channel and I'll have a look, and then
What's your name?
What's my name?
Who's asking for the YouTube channel?
I'm the finance director.
Yeah,
for
you've
Harrison
still not
Company.
given me a name.
You haven't given me your name, and I asked you who you were about 5 minutes
Are you
ago.
refusing to give your name?
I asked you first, and you haven't given me your name.
Good.
I asked you for your YouTube channel. You haven't given me that.
Who would like my details?
I would.
Yeah, so
As
who am I giving my details to? What's your name?
My name's Michelle Jackson, and I'm the finance director for Hereford Galveston.
You're a director?
Yeah. I
Behaving
know.
like this?
Who knew? A woman
Wow.
could be a director. Who knew? But if you'd like to give me your details, please, because I'm curious as to what you're going to upload to your YouTube channel of our
You've got to laugh at this woman. You know, she's making assumptions. I presume you don't have many followers on your YouTube channel and all the rest of it. And DJ just brushes it off, you know, like the true professional that he is. And then she starts wanting to know, what's your name? Which is another question that you get asked on a regular basis.
Yes.
I'll give you a tip. There's nothing you can do.
I'm just curious.
I know, but there's nothing you can do. I've seen it.
She thinks I need permission to film her cranes.
He doesn't need any permission.
I just asked him who he was and what he was
He
doing.
doesn't have to give anything.
I've told her that I'm filming for YouTube. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
You can do it.
Nothing you can do, Michelle.
Let me have your YouTube channel details so we can have a look.
It's not protected airspace.
No, I'm not thinking it is. Right.
He's a met. He can do. There's nothing. There's no law that says what he can't do. Trust me, I've seen it a million times on YouTube.
I just asked him who he was and what he was doing, and he still won't tell me.
Probably just need to wind you up. I'd probably just go back in time. Just get on what you do.
Yeah, go back to work.
YouTube channel details then, so I can have a look.
Then a passing truck driver who's delivering chickens in the factory next door says, let me give you a word of advice, love. You know, just go in and say nothing else, because you can't do anything. You can't stop him videoing, you can't do anything. But this woman's not willing to take advice from anybody, as you'll see as the video goes on. Things just keep escalating and escalating. She's still going on about, who are you? And what's your YouTube channel name and everything else.
What it is, if we get people talking to us that really want to watch it because they're interested in what we do, then I do share. But if I get people like yourself who obviously are objecting to it, who are not hold on, let me finish the sentence. They're not going to consent to the video being published, and they're not going to like the comments, what people are going to...
I said any of that.
Hold on, this is my opinion.
Okay.
So when I feel like somebody is going to object to the video when it goes on, I don't really want to help them find it. I'm sure you can appreciate that. If I help you find it, you see it very quickly when it's published, and you can complain about it. Of course, anybody can complain about videos online. I just don't want to help you find it to put the complaints in.
I said I was going to complain.
Me, because that's my assumption of what, in my experience of doing these videos, when I get people like yourself, I just don't tend to help them.
Me.
Yeah, the objectors.
I haven't said I'm objecting.
Okay, so no objection to me filming, no?
I asked you what you were doing.
Yeah, and I said, wait a moment.
I asked you for what purpose you were doing.
Don't worry about it. Listen, it's not worth...
And you couldn't answer me.
It's
and
not
then
worth...
Yeah, because you haven't answered my very simple question.
Which was what?
Who are you?
A YouTuber.
What are you doing?
Filming for YouTube.
You haven't told me your name.
Yeah, and you reluctantly told me yours.
Yeah, but I have told you mine.
But
So
it's personal
would you not
information.
Tell me your name?
Right, so when you start asking personal information from people...
You asked for my personal information.
Yeah,
and
I
gave
wanted
it
to know.
you.
I wanted to know who is asking for mine. That's all.
But now you can tell me.
Yeah, but at that moment, it was a social experiment test to see if you was willingly, willing to give your name, and you wasn't. So.
Well, I did.
I know, eventually. But the thing is, at the first point of asking, at the first time of asking, nobody really wants to give a stranger their details. That's all. That's all I wanted to prove. Stranger, unknown person to me. I know you're the finance director now, so you are traceable. You're probably on company's house. But no hard feelings. I'm just out here making my video for YouTube.
So I've asked you to tell me your details now.
Yeah, and I've refused that. So let's move on.
So you're not going to tell me?
But you understand why?
So we might have wanted to take your footage of our cranes and put it on our website.
You wouldn't, because you says stop filming our cranes.
I didn't say that.
You said something like you've not got permission.
Purpose.
Yeah, and I told you straight away.
Oh my God. I can understand why you get a lot of people complaining. If that's the attitude when somebody asks you why you're filming, and it was just a question, it was just a
Yeah, and
question.
I did say wait for a moment. That's all.
Well,
just wait for a
rude.
moment. In your opinion.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have your opinion. That's
I know. Well, that was my opinion. I felt it was quite rude and disrespectful to me as somebody who was clearly on this side of the fence.
Yeah, because you're a finance director and people
It
do.
wouldn't matter
No,
if
you
I
have
was
got
a cleaner.
you have got a high level of respect within the company, and I get that. So you're not used to people saying wait, and I get that. No problem.
So once the lorry driver's finished, she continues asking who he is. And DJ does a very good job of explaining why he's not giving details, saying the difference between people that come along and embrace what auditors do, promote the business and everything else, and the other people that do nothing but rant and rave and complain, and then they don't like it when in the comments they get slated, and this woman got slated.
No, we're not not talking about my position. We're just talking about.
Yeah, I told you to wait and you took
general.
offence to it, that's all.
In society, it's quite rude if somebody asks you a question about what you're doing and you tell them they have to wait until you finish. That's quite a passive aggressive stance to take. It's not, oh, Hank, yeah, I'll tell you, because my friends move up and down that gantry all day.
So DJ tries to de-escalate the problem and calm this woman down a little bit, but as you see, it doesn't work. She's still demanding to know who he is and everything else, even though he's explained why he doesn't want to give his details.
No, it's not moved since I filmed it.
Yeah, but you know, if it was,
it's not all day.
If it was, they do, trust me.
It's not moved since I filmed it.
Oh my God.
And I've been here for about 20 minutes and I've not seen it move. So I saw it move, that's all. And I thought, brilliant, that's great footage. Overhead cranes, 3 ton, we don't get to see them very often. The chickens, we don't get to see that. The way that they go under the shelter at the back to stop the birds from getting too hot before they enter the site, it's all great footage. And I'm only normally on one particular video location for half an hour, so I'm coming up to my max now. So if you do just want to go back to work, when you're ready that is, and then I can depart and everybody can leave peacefully.
You can depart anytime you like.
So once again, DJ tries to de-escalate the problem and have a civil conversation with this woman, but she's not having any of it. She carries on and on and on.
No, I just want to depart on good terms, that's all.
Well, then
I don't want to just walk away from
your
there.
name and your YouTube channel so that I can see what you've uploaded.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't want to help you find the video, that's all. So, and I'll explain further. Right. So,
how do you get subscribers if people ask you and they go, oh, like, I don't want to tell you?
If the video is on for, let's say, 2 or 3 days before you find it,
yeah,
that's when I get the most of the views, because all the subscribers get an alert and they watch it, yeah, within the first few days. So if it takes you a few days to find it and you do press the complain button, I've already had my financial reward from the adverts that people watch. So that's why, hopefully you can understand that. I don't want to help you find it, that's all. No offence.
In case I objected.
In case you press the complain button.
But what if I didn't?
I can't take the risk. It's a risk for me that I don't need to take. Do you know what I mean? It's.
I just think that clearly you understand that what you do could be seen as intrusive for other people, because
it could be that.
If it's not, then why would they wouldn't complain and
yeah,
you wouldn't have to worry about it.
It could be that, or it could be people overreact on the videos. People overreact on the videos, and when they watch it back, they sort of regret their actions. You've got your opinion, I've got mine. I just don't want to take the risk. That's all.
Right.
No hard feelings, but.
So obviously you wouldn't upload my video to YouTube.
Oh yeah, this is the video, the body cam.
But why would you do that without my consent?
Oh, are we getting an objection now?
Well, possibly, yeah.
Yeah, see, good job I didn't tell you how to find it, because you don't want to be on it now, do you?
But I could spend the next 18 hours of my life looking for it.
Yeah.
And I suspect I could probably find it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I would mess up your thing.
Yeah.
You don't come over as very personable. You come over as cocky and quite unpleasant.
Yeah.
Especially when all I asked you was what you were doing,
yeah,
which is a perfectly reasonable.
And I would have told you if you just worked with me and just waited for a moment, that's all.
But I don't know that I need to work with you because you don't tell somebody what you're doing. Do you see that?
And I have listened to your point and I do get what you're saying. If you get what I'm saying as well, that's appreciated. If not, that's just the way it is, isn't it?
So DJ's still trying to escalate things, and she's still having a go at him, saying that you come over as tetchy and various things like that. And it is continually trying to de-escalate the situation, explaining why he doesn't want to give his details. But it doesn't make any difference to her. She's still going on at him. And instead of just saying, yeah, okay, and disappearing, she insists on having her 2 pennies worth. You know, she wants, you know, because I'm offended that you're not telling me anything and all the rest of it. She still keeps going on at him. And it ain't going to make no difference because DJ ain't going to tell her.
I just think it's far better if you want to upload something. I mean, you could come and knock the door and we'd go, okay, that's fine, yeah, we'll take you round. We'll show you everything. We'll show you the galvanising kettle, which I tell you what, far more interesting than our cranes going up and down on a piece of bloody steel. I can tell you that for nothing.
Why don't you film
but
it?
Now,
why don't you film it and put it on YouTube for your customers to see?
I can't tell you whether we have or whether we haven't, but now I wouldn't help you because you've come over as awkward, quite unpleasant, like I say, cocky. But yeah, filming our galvanising kettle when we're galvanising something good, anything actually, would be far more interesting than the
I
phone.
agree.
So you've kind of blown that now.
What it is,
and you'd have got a lot more interest for something like that.
what it is, my videos are always from the public area. So I very rarely go onto the private property because health and safety, your rules apply. A lot of places have no filming and they've got to protect IP and stuff like that. So we just remove all that and we'll just stay out.
Applies to us. We have the correct
Yeah,
health
I
and
know,
safety for everything.
so that's good
and
for
we
you.
could just kitted you up in high vis and a hat and safety goggles, and you'd have been fine to go.
There's a lot of people that do industrial estate videos, so now you've said that, you might get another one arriving and approaching you in a different manner. Now you've put that invitation out there to people.
I haven't put an invitation.
It sounds
I'm just
like
saying, it wasn't an invitation. I'm just saying.
You would have done this if we approached differently.
If you had approached it in a different way, that might have been a scenario that.
Yeah, so you might get somebody asking for that scenario now.
And then again, we might refuse them. Who can say? You know,
I can.
It would depend on our point of view on the day that
Well,
they turned
now
up.
they know just to ask for the finance director and they're most likely to get a yes.
So DJ, DJ listens to her and she's saying, we may have done this and we may have done that. So DJ turns around and said, okay, well you may get some other auditors come along, some other people that film industries, knock on your door and ask you. Now you've put that offer out, you know, of a tour. And then she backtracks again and says, no, I haven't put that offer out. I said, they may possibly be allowed on site. Now, come on, love, make your mind up. Would you allow people to come on and video or not?
Yeah. You're very good at putting words into other people's mouths. That's what you're very good at. But it won't win you any points, okay? And it definitely won't win you this subscriber, that's for sure.
Okay, it's been a pleasure talking to you anyway.
I'd like to say the same, but it hasn't been a pleasure.
Can I carry on filming just from here? Just in peace?
Apparently I have no say over what you film and what you don't film. So if I said no, it's not going to make any difference. You're going to carry on anyway, aren't you?
It's just a bit of education that we like to pass. As long as you know that filming from the public area, nothing you can do. But we do communicate, but in our own time.
Your education could have been coming inside and seeing everything firsthand. And like I said, those cranes moving is nothing compared to what goes on in the factory. But
All right. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Opportunity missed.
Thank you.